Ross, sauce it up.
Oh my god. No way.
Hello, it's Juicy here with a tutorial video for once. I figured since I'm not making montages anymore that I'll show you guys how to actually make these montages and how to actually get good quality with them and how to get them perfectly synced with the free version of Davinci Resolve. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a trick that I learned that helped my videos and their quality a bunch. I'll show you guys probably like middle end of the video. I don't know. I'm freestyling this whole thing. So what you want to do is open up a timeline. These are my settings. I edit in 2K, so 1440. And it's really important for you to be editing and exporting in 2K or 1440p, and I'll explain that at the end of the video. You can copy these settings right here. In all honesty, I really don't even know what most of them do. It is all already preset every time I open a project, so I would recommend you guys make a preset. I think, yeah, you can like, if you click the three dots at the top, you can make a preset, you can save current settings as a preset, or you can import one. Now, I edit in 60 FPS. I record in what I thought was 4K, but I think in Video Shadowplay, it only lets me record in 1080p for some reason, because it says 4K right here, but if I pull up a video clip, it records in 1080. I really don't know why it does that, to be honest with you, but you know, it's whatever. So what you're gonna do is start off by putting your clips in the timeline. You could put your song, whatever song you want to put on, and I lower the volume so my ears don't get blown out. So I personally have two ways that I like to sync clips, and honestly I like the free version a lot more than the studio version way, but you can actually enable the AI detect music beats with the studio version of Davinci Resolve, and it'll actually highlight every single beat with the beats per minute, however the AI detects that, but it'll highlight it on the actual audio file, as you can see here. I personally actually like doing the free way better, which I'll show you in a bit because it's a little bit more accurate. This method is just a little bit faster. That's the only difference. For the people who don't have that, what I do is I would get real close to when the music starts, when the beat drop is, and I would scrub through it. And if yours is turned off, you can go to timeline up here, and then you could go to audio and audio scrubbing, make sure that's turned on, because if it's not, then you won't be able to hear it. So I click my arrow buttons and I hear when it gets really loud. So like somewhere around there is good. I used to do these markers, but honestly, like in my opinion, they're inaccurate. I really don't like them. So what I'm going to do is cut them. You can either set this as a preset, like you can set this as a keybind and you can cut it like that. But I have a preset. I could show you my keybinds in another video, but to make this video short and sweet, I'm going to use my keybind to cut up that stuff. But that is the equivalent of clicking this button. So that is our beat drop right here if we play it. And then to sync it, we're going to go to the clip right here. We're going to actually keep the audio here because my friend is glazing me here. So we're going to cut it like that. You can either manually like cut it like this, or if you have the keybind set, you could just completely cut it with one button. So I'm going to move my playhead to the front here, and I'm going to go to the first frame of where the goal explosion is. And this is the first frame, so this is really important. Again, I used to just use a marker, and that's it. And then I would go over here to where I made that cut, and then sync it, and then that would be it. Like that used to be all I would do. And as you can see, it's pretty much synced. But I still didn't like it. Personally, it's not as accurate as it could be. So what I do is I go to that first frame of the goal explosion, and instead of marking it, I cut it just this, and then I go a couple frames ahead until either my car starts to shine like that, or I just go a set 8 frames in front. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I do this. I cut it and then mush it together. But I also have a keybind for that, and it does that. So now it looks like this. You don't even notice the frames that I cut from there. And it looks much more punchy, if that makes sense.
Oh my.
We're going to keep this audio bit like I said. And then we're going to drag all this over here. And then we're going to match it up like that. So what I should have is something like this.
Hey Ross, sauce it up.
There you go. That's much more synced than like if I just use markers. And then after one beat, that's where I cut off the video. So
Oh my.
So like at that first bar right here. Like that. I actually like to go a little bit before that, even if I'm a frame behind it, that's okay.
Oh my.
There you go. Now, we just grab the second clip, put your marker on the first frame of the goal explosion. So we're gonna cut it like I said, and then we're gonna go probably 8 frames ahead. So we're at 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So let's cut this short, and then let's bring it all the way in front. We're gonna use the AI music detector thingy to figure out the next beat drop. So I again put this ahead of that bar right there. I'm gonna get rid of that. I put the cut ahead of where this beat drop is because I find that putting it earlier makes it look more sync than if I were to not do that. So let's see what it looks like. Let's see what we got. Let's connect it at the end here. That's a little late, honestly. So we're just gonna move it like 3 ahead and just see if that worked. 3 ahead right there. That looks a little better. So sometimes it'll take some trial and error, but eventually it'll get synced. So again, I'm gonna try and find the next beat after the beat drop. And it's gonna sound louder than the rest of the frame skipping. Right there. Sounds like a pop. I'm gonna edit the rest of these and then I'll show you the trick to how to get really good quality on YouTube. All right. This is what I came up with so far in the last 7 minutes.
Oh my god. No way. Oh.
Oh, I forgot to cut that one. But anyway, you get the point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. We'll do 10 frames this time. See? It looks a lot more smoother when you cut those extra frames out. So that's like the secret that I got for the syncing. Because I respect your guys' time, I realized this video was going to be like 30 minutes long if I included how to do the song template and special effects and motion blur. So I decided to cut that out and I decided to just show you the secret to having good quality on YouTube and my export settings as well. To export, just go to this tab down here and then you can pick where you want this to export. We'll just put it in my videos. And I will show you my settings. So I have it on MP4, codec is H.265 using NVIDIA GPU, so NVIDIA. I have it on the timeline resolution, 60 frames a second. I click this instead of automatic for, I honestly don't know why. I really don't. This is at 120. I found that to be the best. Frame reordering is clicked. You can see the rest of it. I click these two because I know these are turned off by default. And that's pretty much it. We will add to render queue and render it out. And I will show you the setting that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, which is actually something we already did. So if you notice, we exported in 2K. When you upload to YouTube, there's 2 ways the platform can take your video. It could either take your video as prioritizing speed over quality, or take your video as prioritizing quality over speed. If you only upload in 1080p, it's gonna upload your video in this codec called AVC1. And it's not the fact that 1080p looks bad, it's just the way the platform takes this video is speed over quality. So it looks super grainy and it just doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good. Granted, this is console gameplay, but still, if I were to upload this video in 2K, it would look a lot better. So for contrast, for one of my like recent videos, I post in 2K and it looks a lot more cleaner. Granted, it's PC gameplay, but still, it's going to upload in this codec called VP09, which prioritizes quality over speed. And that's why if you record in the best quality possible, but you upload it in only 1080p, it's going to look bad. It's going to look similar to this. So you have to upload in 1440p or 2K in order to get that type of quality. And that's basically it. That's how you perfectly sync any gaming clips or Rocket League clips specifically. And that's how you get the best possible quality on your gaming montages. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments section. I'll try my best to try and reach out to all of you. If not, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.